ferry ride.
We're moving. Crocodiles down there in that water. And we're going to be there before we know it, because there's the other side. $130, bit steep, but you know, what can you do? You don't want to go in there with the Crocs. I suppose they'll build a bridge one day. They're making too much money doing it this way. Anyway, we come all this way. This is what you do. And we're nearly there. Yep. Off we go. We've arrived at the tip. Well, we've arrived north of the Jardine, the Allow Beach campground, and we've got an unpowered site. So we've just set up, opened the door to the caravan, and we have our first damage. Lovely view, by the way, but I'll just show you the damage that we have. There was lots of corrugations, 20 k's before the ferry, and then once we got to the ferry, after the ferry. Anyway, I've walked inside and this bathroom door's open. So someone, and I must say it wasn't myself, but somebody forgot to latch the door. Today, there's normally, well, it gets hooked up here. And so down here, the stopper has bounced because the latch wasn't done into the door. So got a hole in the wall. I have to find a way to fill that up. But yeah, I suppose you can't get to the tip and not have damage. Here we are, we're all set up. Our first campsite at the Cape is Allow Beach. So we've got ourselves a waterfront site. So just across the road here. And there is sunset. Not bad, hey? Drive to the tip, and we're going through this rainforest section. It's quite pretty. We're walking low tide, walking up to the tip, so you can, if it's low tide apparently, you can walk this way and then come down the hill to come down, or vice versa. So here we are. There's the sign down there. Making our way down the last little bit of the rocks. And we'll be there in just a flash. This is our site at Punter Bay. That's our van over the back there. But you'll remember earlier I said we were travelling with some friends in a rooftop tent. They've done the whole telegraph track, had a great time, never got into trouble, did Nolans and everything. No chicken tracks for them. And they've just done the four-wheel drive track from Punsand to the tip and got stuck. Apparently there's water all through the car, so they're emptying everything out, the poor things. Here comes the carpet. No, that's the chamois.
That's the heat maker.
Oh, yeah, I feel so sorry for them. They've done so well, and right at the end, when you think that'd be the easy one. They're in a bit of a mess, but it'll dry out. It's all part of the adventure. We're leaving Punsand Bay and there's a few creek crossings, so a couple are kind of deep. This one's muddy and quite deep, so we'll just watch how the van handles going through there. You see it's quite deep there. Oops. No. All good. So we're crossing the Jardine. I'm not supposed to be out of the car, but he was very kind and let me film that of us getting on. And we're crossing already. This is going south after quite a long wait in the queue. He's opened the gate already when we were halfway across. I don't think we were ready to actually get off the ferry yet though.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Worst section of Corrugations on the whole way north, which is a section which is 20 kilometres duration south of the Caravan Ferry. And we've spoken to all travellers up north and everyone's in agreement that this is definitely the most corrugated section on the whole road north. This is one problem that we found, is that some people don't turn their lights on. So you can see a cloud of dust up there, and there is a camper in front. We've got close enough to try and pass, but the thing is you can't see where they are without lights on, and they don't have UHF radio either. So that is a bit annoying. We've come across that quite a bit, and you hear other people talking on the radio coming towards them, you know, trying to tell them about their lights as well, and they're just oblivious. So always turn your lights on when you're travelling in the dust. We're back into civilization. So we've made it down to Mount Mallee, the free camp there. This is in the morning. It was absolutely chock-a-blockers here yesterday when we arrived quite late. There was a man camped right here where this blank spot is, who was kind enough to put his awning in for us to have space to camp. So that's how crowded this free camp gets. But anyway, so we've finally done the Cape. We're finished, so there's not much dust got inside, but that's the general maintenance of cleaning out the hot water. And then in here as well, that's the fridge.
Clean that well.
So as for the rest of the van, you can see it needs a good bath. Lots of dirt, dust, but you got to expect that. Glenn's a bit paranoid about the cleanliness of stuff, so he couldn't wait, and he's already washed part of the back of the car just with a bucket sponge last night. But I'll show you inside too. So everybody asks about dust in the van. This is probably the worst of it, just on the top of the lounge there. You can see the red dust, and then a little bit around power points. Let's zoom in there to see that, around the power points, and on the ledges on the windows. But hey, it's not too bad. Like, we don't have a great problem with dust coming inside.